Hey, everybody, welcome back to whatever this is. Is it a podcast? Is it not a podcast? I don't know. What I do know is that at the beginning of the year, I set a list of 10 goals for comedy, and here's where we come to discuss them. This is week 25 and 26, which means we're halfway home. So let's see how it's going. Let's get to it, and let's start the show. All right. How's everybody? I'm doing good. Glad to be back. Been another 2 exciting weeks, the dog days of summer. What have I been up to? I have been doing open mics and comedy. Um, Let me see here. Last week I did the open mic in downtown Jacksonville at Lily's, which is a lot of fun. It's a good open mic. It's got a decent crowd, a lot of comics. And last week we had making her comedy debut a 13-year-old girl hanging out with the rest of us in a bar. Um, she had her mom and her grandmother there, but it was still pretty awkward. Uh, so we they got her. I think she went first, so they could get her up there and get her out of there. She didn't do too bad. She wasn't awful. Uh, so hopefully in 5 years, when she's 18, she could come hang out uh, and not be a child in a bar. So that'd be fun. I also did the comedy show in Kingsland, Georgia, at the Kingsland train station, which was fun. I headlined that show. Um, they had big stage. Wasn't sure how to get on the stage. You know, I carry a ramp, carry two ramps in my truck with me. I have a 4 foot ramp and I have a 6 foot ramp. So typically the 6 foot ramp is enough. So we put the 6 foot ramp up there and it was too steep for the chair to get up. So we put the 6 foot ramp on uh, a block of wood and then we put the 4 foot ramp uh, to the 6 foot ramp and we made it up. It was super sketchy, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know? And a lot of times the audience, they're with it. They want to see, they want to see you fall down that ramp. And so they pay special attention to you. So that's what we've been doing in comedy. We're still running Camp Jamie here at the house. We've had all six of the kids here this week. Um, it's hot. They're tired. We're tired. Um, but we're fighting through it. We went to the trampoline park. We've gone to the regular park. We've gone to the pool. We've done the beach. And Friday, I think we're going to some springs down in Central Florida with the kids. So that should be a lot of fun. With it, that's what we've been doing. So let's get back to the goals. That's why we're here. Y'all want to see how these goals are going? Bring up the goals. There they are. Woo, look at that fancy new graphic we've got. Somebody got Canva Pro. That's me. We're big time in it now. Upgraded from Canva to Canva Pro. And now we get sweet graphics. Let's see the goals. As always, the goals are 10 paid weekends, double the followers, get accepted to 2 comedy festivals, start a podcast, get a TV credit, create a t-shirt, earn $20,000, tour, record a special, and do a late night set. That's it. Just 10 simple goals. We're halfway through the year now, so are we halfway there? I don't think so, but we're working on it. 10 paid weekends. We are up to 5. We just we added a weekend down in Flagler at Christy B's Comedy Club. I think that's going to be August 2nd. So if you're in Flagler, come to that. Double the followers. Woo, have we been knocking out the followers this week? Because I'm back to borrowing them from other handicap comics. That's how I do it. I find a good handicap comic, and then I follow 100 of their subscribers, and see how many I can get to follow me back. It's working. Here are the followers. Look at Instagram. We started with 777. Last week we had 1129, and this week we have 1253. Uh, that's over 100 followers in 2 weeks. TikTok, we're still slow on TikTok. I'm not trying as hard on TikTok at the moment uh, because I don't know what's going on with TikTok. We started with 1912. We went to 1960 last week and we picked up two. We're at 1962. Facebook, we went from 1050 to 1148 last week, and this week we went to 1146. We got two more. And then Facebook, I'm sorry, YouTube, we did it. We have doubled our followers on YouTube. Thanks to you folks for following us and sharing the YouTube channel. I couldn't do it without you guys. Literally, your followers. I couldn't have followers without the followers. So thank you very much for that. Without that, let's get rid of the followers. There we go. So that brings us to everyone's favorite segment. What Steve Harvey got to say? Let's bring up the Steve Harvey quote of the week. Woo, this is a good one. Look at Steve Harvey as a matador. Where did that suit come from? Woo! You are in control of how you set the tone of your day. You get to decide every day if your thoughts are going to be negative or positive. It's up to you. When you wake up in the morning, you can say, we're going to have a good day, or you can get up in the morning and not say you're going to have a good day and then have a bad day. It's entirely up to you. You can look at the negatives as a positive and have a positive day. That's what I like to try and do. Hopefully you can have a positive day. If you look at this picture of Steve Harvey, I got to come clean. That's AI. I I found a ridiculous picture of a matador, and I was like, AI, show me a picture of Steve Harvey as a matador. And there he is. That is, I mean, even as a matador, I think that's a fancy matador suit. I think it's a level above other matadors. So, thank you, Steve Harvey, for always inspiring us. I have noticed something. Man, I noticed these other disabled comics. Uh, they they got way more followers than I do, and they keep quoting the Bible, and they keep quoting God, and putting Bible verses in there, and they're crushing it. Uh, so maybe I shouldn't be maybe we shouldn't be quoting Steve Harvey every day, but as a comedian, I think he's where you go. And my the best part is if you can find where Steve Harvey quoted something out of the Bible. So I think that will be where I go next week with a Steve Harvey Bible quote of the week. Let's see. Let's get rid of Steve Harvey. Oh, we didn't go back to the goals. What are y'all doing? We didn't go back to the goals. And that's what we're going to do now because I don't edit this video. We're rolling with it. So double the followers we just talked about. Get accepted to 2 comedy festivals. We have done. But we got bad news this week. We did not get into the Asheville Comedy Festival, which is a pretty prestigious festival, and I really wanted to do it, and they said no. Actually, they didn't even say no. They just said yes to other people and then let me find out about it. So, boo, Asheville Comedy. At least send me an email that says I'm not funny, that you don't think I'm funny, or that you do think I'm funny, but you had a really tough choice this year and the comedians were all so good. Yeah, send me that. Instead, I had to go on their website and find out the people that had made it and see that my name wasn't on the list. So, No on the Asheville Comedy Festival. I will not be laughing my Asheville off this year. And that's on them. That's their their loss. Because that weekend I'm gonna be laughing my ass off somewhere. All right. Comedy Festival, start a podcast. That's a big check mark. I'm calling this a podcast. Get a TV credit. Still nowhere on that. I keep asking you guys, hey, if you know somebody who has a TV show or a TV network, tell them I'm looking for a TV credit. And for 25 weeks, y'all have not got me on a TV show. This is a back and forth, folks. All right. So no TV show. We do have a TV. We do have a T-shirt. Uh, T-shirts are done. T-shirts are selling great. If you haven't bought one yet, come to a show, buy a T-shirt. Uh, people are. This has happened twice now. People have bought a T-shirt and then given me $100 bill and told me to keep the change. Like, thank you. That an extra $100 on top of it, what you get paid for the show is very nice. Uh, and it helps with our next goal, earn $20,000. Uh, I'm working on it. Things are picking up. I am making more and more per show. We're still averaging like just over $1,000 a month, allegedly. For non-tax purposes, allegedly $1,000 a month. Take a tour. I may be doing a little tour here at the end of July. I'll let you know about that. It looks like we may go back to Nashville by way of Alabama. So maybe we do Alabama, Chattanooga, Nashville. But I don't know yet. I'm still working on that. Record a special. I'm looking for a place to do it. I need a small theater, and the one I thought I could do it at Theater Jack's in San Marco would be great, but they're not renting out the theater at the moment. So if you know anybody at Theater Jack's who wants to double up and do some comedy on a weekend, let me know. I would like to work that out there. Late night set. I have the email of the gentleman who books the Tonight Show, and I emailed him. I have found out that they book all the year in August, so I have to wait until August to send him uh, a video, and then we should find out something about that in August. That would be awesome to do uh, the Tonight Show. Let's see, that's all the goals. That's all the goals. Let's hide the goals. Hide the goals. Steve Harvey. Would like to thank our sponsor again for this week, the Upside app. I keep telling you guys, the Upside app is fantastic. Uh, it tells you where the cheapest gas is, and then it gives you money off per gallon to buy the gas. Once you put your credit card in, you don't have to do anything. You just pump the gas and tell it you paid with your credit card, and then they give you money back per gallon. Uh, it's nice. It helps me earn a little bit of money. Like I said last week, it helps me earn a little bit of money my wife doesn't know about. So when I need an extra 30, 40 bucks to buy something I don't want her to find out about, I use the Upside app. That that should be the real motto for the Upside app. Upside app. Earn money your wife doesn't know about on gas when you fill up. Use my code Wesley35552 and you're going to earn 25 cents per gallon on your first fill up. That's the Upside app. Thank you, Upside, for helping us out. Let's see. I think that's all I have. Oh, I have to tell you where I'm going. I bet you'd like to know where I'm going. Not going to the Asheville Comedy Festival, so don't even worry about that. If you were going there, I'm not going to be there. I will be at the Comedy Zone uh, Wednesday, July 23rd. That's my next show. I'm headlining that show. If you stuck around long enough uh, to hear that announcement, I appreciate it. Come to the show. I'll get you in. With that said, that's all I've got. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting live comedy. Thank you for supporting me. And y'all have a great week. Bye bye.